Hello everyone and welcome to another custom model segment. Today we're going to be taking a look at my new and improved Hurricane model. So I made a Hurricane custom back in May, probably. It could have been earlier than that, but I know that I released a custom model segment featuring that Hurricane model in May, and it wasn't exactly the best. So I decided to just make a new one, and I finally finished it last night. And so let me just show you guys the Avengers model that right here so I can use it for some comparison. So as you can already tell, I took the face off. Removing the face wasn't exactly an easy process. I mean, I had to kind of cut it a little with my Dremel tool. I had to try to pry it off a bit. And because there was stuff on the back of the face to make it go in that hole, it was on the back of the face, and I had to try to cut it and trim it with my Dremel tool. And as you can see here, the back of the face is a bit messed up. Like you can pretty much see right there, there's like a little cut on in the side of the face. I'll just show you the other side right here. And I accidentally made the Dremel tool scrape the side of the face, so there's a little bit of scrapes on Hurricane's left side of the face. Like if you look right there on the eyebrow, you can see there's a little cut up there. But you know what? I'm not gonna try to go through that whole process again just to get the face just right. So yeah. So this was used from a Gordon model. It was originally a scrap Gordon, but then I decided, you know what, if I'm gonna try to redo a Hurricane custom, I might as well use this model to make it rather than try to find something new. So yeah, I did that, and so yeah, I basically just had this model unfinished for a while, because basically all I was really able to do was paint the wheels red, and there was just barely enough red paint left to paint all the wheels. I'll show you the other side here. And I was also able to paint the buffer beam on the front and on the back. And then I had to stop on the model for a while so I could get more red paint. And so yeah, that's why I finally was able to get it finished last night. So now these things right here, they're supposed to be these parts right here. Even though these are more a bit arched or something, like curved, these are triangular Lego pieces. So they're not completely accurate, and they stick out a bit. And but I don't really care about that. I had to paint them red since I didn't really have enough red ones that I could just put on there. So yeah, I had to take a couple of different colored ones and paint them red. So I was able to use the last of the red paint on these parts, the wheels and the buffer beams. So now I also was able to make the running board black before I had to stop on the model. I also had the number 20 made before I stopped on the model for a while. I used it with a toothpick, and I think it turned out pretty well. I mean, it could have been a lot sloppier, but it's pretty good for the most part. And there's buffers and a coupling on the front and the back. So now I used a new red paint that I purchased and mixed it with brown paint to get the reddish brownish color. As you can see there, I'm going to try to let you guys see the similarity of the color. And then these extra parts right here, those were made with flat Lego pieces. So yeah, these flat, I don't know if they're supposed to be more domes or what, But yeah, these flat parts I used with flat Lego pieces. I had to paint them with the same color for the main body, and then I stuck them on there. And so yeah, I feel like they're maybe a little too close together, and the stripes here are a little far apart, and some are too close together, like particularly these middle two. But I was just trying to paint as many stripes as there were on the model of the Avengers model. There are like 4 on the main boiler and 2 on this little arch thing here. So yeah, the stripes are a little out of place, I guess is the word. But you know what? I don't really care. So now, I painted the red stripes, and then I used a toothpick for this part. I used a toothpick and made this yellow, but it's actually supposed to be brass. This brass, like, railing that goes on the boiler, I forget what it's called, but the thing that people would hold on to when they're, like, trying to crawl across the running board and hold on to the boiler so they don't actually touch the very hot boiler. I forget what these things are called, but never mind that. So yeah, I used a toothpick to make these, and honestly, it could have been something that I would have left out, because you know, it just looks a little sloppy a bit, and it's also a bit too thick. I mean, it could have been thinner. And so yeah, I honestly could have left that out, but you know what? Oh well. And then for the 20, I used a toothpick for that too. So this 20 is a bit bigger than this one. So therefore, the cap openings are a bit different in size, as you can kind of see there. And I think that's all there is to say about this model. I hope you like it. And, well, I guess I'll just end the video here. Now that I finally finished this Wonder Hurricane custom, I can be able to start filming on the next episode of Sutturian Railway Tales, which is How the Diesel Saved Christmas. And then I will have that episode ready soon for uploading on Christmas Eve. Is my goal to release that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.